Welcome back to Reality Team TV. Michael,
Yes.
once again, like I said, thank you, man. I really take people's time serious, honestly, man. Time is the most vulnerable thing you can give to a person, precious thing you can give to a person. And even before we get into this lovely conversation, I want to say thank you, man. Thank you, Michael, man. And I hope, you're comfortable on that chair and we're going to have a good conversation,
Take this home with me.
Yeah. When I get, when the platform takes off and I get rich, I'll give that to people, man. I might
Have a
pull it
put it like for an auction.
exactly like an auction to see, who's gonna be the lucky person. But Michael, honestly, man, how's your week going in general, man?
So far, so
How things
good.
going?
It's Thursday.
Mm.
It's been nice and relaxing. I can't complain.
Yeah,
Generally, my weeks are relaxed. I'm a simple, relaxed person.
yeah.
That's how I like to keep it. And so far, the week is okay. Nothing's gone wrong. Everything's what it should do.
Thank God for that.
Yeah, it's not boiling hot like
last week.
Was it last week Monday or
Yeah.
Tuesday? So I can't complain. And it's Friday, and I'm going to relax.
Yeah.
Later on today, was it tomorrow? I have an ice cream, so
Yeah.
can't complain.
Okay. What do you have like cheat days or
No,
not even
I don't.
cheat days, whatever? Do you have certain days where it's like, I'm gonna have a little something?
No, I don't do. When I feel like one, I have one. What it is, as I told you, because I cycled today.
Yeah.
When I was leaving the house, when I was cooking before cooking, I went to open the freezer and I have to see some ice cream there. So it's been there for a while.
Oh,
So I said to myself, all right,
Yeah.
today or tomorrow. So then tomorrow probably I'll have it.
Yeah.
So tomorrow afternoon at some point, if it's nice and sunny, I'll be in the garden,
Okay.
have a little Haagen-Dazs. So it's,
Yeah.
but I don't look at a cheat day. I just, if I see something I want it, I have it.
Okay.
But all in moderation though, don't.
Only motivation. Okay.
Only moderation.
Yeah.
Only moderation.
Okay. And so you say you're not one of these people who literally look at calories at certain things and say, "Nah, I'm not gonna eat that." Yeah.
I consider I'm more of a sportsman than a fitness person.
Okay.
So
What's the difference, in case someone doesn't actually know? What's the difference between
So-
a fitness person and a sports person?
they're very linked. So what I try and explain to you is so you have fitness, which enables you to do the sport. So anyone that's a footballer, an athlete, whatever sport you do, you have to train for it. So you train for those things. So you see them in the gym training, or they have their routine, they have their coach, and many coaches sometimes. So you train to perform on that one day, like the 100 meters, like 10 seconds. Although if you train hours behind it for that one day.
For that one moment, to get that one moment
That's
right.
it. Fitness is really just you being fit for your own reasons, whether it's weight loss, whether it's be get strength, whether it's be have a good body, or be a sportsman. Or, it's up to
Whether it's
you.
to get to work on your stamina, like I said earlier to you.
Exactly. So
I'm doing my jogging and I'm working on my stamina.
that's it.
Yeah.
So those are the two. They're sort of together like cousins in a way. But I'll say fitness is a performance. I'm sorry, sports person does a performance.
Yeah.
From you exercising.
Exercising and you've got this object of you've got this moment, you've got this goal that you're gonna.
So, for example, you can have a guy like look at boxers. Many boxers are heavyweights. They're big and fat, but these guys are not all of them, of course, but some are big and fat. But these guys knock you out. You can look 6-pack, whatever, and when they hook that punch.
Yeah, he's gone.
And they can go the whole round, all the 15, 10, 11, 15 rounds.
So they're actually fit.
Yeah, so they can't go all the time with someone who matches them. That's all it is, and they get tired.
Yeah.
But you see the difference in performance. So that's it. It's a very fine line, but it's also a big line. So someone like some footballers are not extremely fit looking. Of course, they're all good, fit and athletic. Then some one or two are ripped.
Yeah, it's true.
Then one or two are just slim. One or two are a bit stocky.
Yeah.
But they all can probably do the same thing in the gym, most of them.
Yeah, because they put that work in, and every day they've got these fitness routines, and it's always different ways to get them ready for the weekend for that football game once they step on the pitch, right?
This is it. And and also, like I said, since I was young, I've been competing in different things. Not at the highest level. I'll say like amateur level, but the highest amateur level you can get to.
Yeah.
Sort of thing in every sport I've done. So from a kid, representing my school all the way through to an adult.
Yeah.
So I'm not someone that thinks, okay, I've got to go and do this in the gym and that. I just know I have a competition. This is back in days, and
a competition that you're working towards.
And I basically trained all the time. So I never really had an off season and things like that.
Yeah.
I trained when I was tired. I just won't train as much. So that's how I did it, that kind of stuff. And then when I got older, things might have changed for different competitions I was doing, or different things. And now I'm even older, and I don't compete anymore. I just train every day. I cycle. I do my martial arts, different kinds of martial arts.
Yeah.
and I enjoy those, so that keeps me going.
Yeah. I've got this. For me, I've got this very. That's why even one of the main reasons I want to speak to you, because I feel like obviously for me, it's not like I've never really had anyone training me like a personal trainer, and I understand you're a personal trainer too.
Yes.
So like a personal trainer, maybe over the last few years or whatever, me just looking at certain things in my reality, what's going on. If you like personal trainers have got a lot more people have came out saying they're personal trainers. Basically, there's more personal trainers than ever, and I feel like for me personally, if I'm going to go somewhere to hire someone to personal train me, like sometimes I feel like who's really qualified and who's not, if I'm making sense. Like so for you, like for you as a personal trainer, like how would you for someone like me who might be looking for somebody who's qualified or like who's got the right merits, how would you advise me and what kind of qualities to look for?
Basically, you have to know what you want for yourself first. Forget the trainer completely. That's what I'll say.
Yeah.
So if you're looking at, you might say, so for someone like yourself, you go online, you might have an interest in martial arts. So the trainer you look for has to have something that does that, because every trainer might have a speciality. You have someone like me who's more of a sports person. Than some trainers are very technical. They will take every stat they will have.
Yes.
Some trainers work more on nutrition. So you might be someone that at that point in time, you just want to get stronger. So actually, maybe any trainer will do that. Look at, so just go online. First, look for recommendations. I'll say
Recommendations. Yeah.
so. If you have a friend that trains or something like that, or a friend that you know that keeps fit, I'll always say go to them because you know the person. And if you don't know anyone, you go online, have a look at their qualifications. It's very important that they are qualified.
Yeah.
Because fitness is also a very loose industry where some people are just physically fit, and they may be at the level 1, level 2, level 3. I think there's also advanced, which is level 4. So depending on level, some of them can't actually do personal training. They're just fit people, and on the side they will do it because they can train you and you won't know. So check the qualifications, things that make sure every qualification point. Insurance, they have it. First aid, they have it.
Yes.
It's just like if you go into an Uber, the guy has to have a license. Not that you check everything, but Uber would have done that for you.
Yeah, it's true.
That's the idea.
Yeah.
Although some people, as we know, they cheat and get in and do things.
Yeah, that's one of specifically one of the main reasons why I'm asking you, thinking, how can I differentiate who? Obviously, each to their own. I'm a very open-minded person, and also I'm a champion of people just getting off their backs and saying, you know what, like, I'm just doing this. I'm just gonna start this. But for me, if I'm going to really take my health serious and getting fit serious, I would like to think most people think the same way as well, to go to the right person who's actually who's got the right merits, rather than
It's what happens. Like people generally choose who they like. So, for example, a good example is one of my friends. This is years ago.
Yeah.
There was a lady in Walthamstow. My friend recommended a lady to me and said, "Look, I don't have any time at the time you have, but there's a guy I can get you to see."
Yeah.
It was me. And when I saw her, she said, she saw my website, but she preferred the woman. And it was just simply like, it was another lady. And she had more, like, people identify with themselves as well. Yeah. So some people go with, you have some trainers that are big and fat. Not that they're overweight or anything, they're just big people.
Just big people, it's true. I've seen a couple to be fair online. And
some people go with bodybuilders that are personal trainers, because that person won't understand I want to bulk, I want to compete in a bodybuilding competition. So you get someone that looks that way. Yeah. So they identify. So you go identify what you want. So that's what you'll say is, so first look for recommendations. Yeah. So first, what is it you want? When you know what you want and what you're looking for, you're clear on it. Mm-hmm. Go to a friend or family member, someone that's into fitness. There's usually someone close by, like you will know. Yeah. There's always some fitness freak in the friendship group that won't stop you.
Think about it.
Yeah.
You're actually proper right. Yeah.
Yeah. They're training right now, telling you to come man, why are you I'm here? Yeah. Ask that person might tell you, just come and train with me, and it's up to whether you do or not. Yeah. Or then get a professional. But the professional already, they might just train you, and that's good. Yeah. Or they'll recommend somebody. Mm. So I'll say from there, if that fails or nothing, then you go online, have a look around. Yeah. If you're a member of the gym, they'll have all their trainers on the board somewhere. Yeah. And you read each profile. Each profile, yeah. And you even sort of interview them if you can.
Ask them certain questions.
Yeah, so it's like you're going for a job. I'm not saying it's a job like a job interview.
I get exactly where you're coming from.
But you
need to do your proper due diligence, or you need to do your proper research on them before you proper start working with a certain personal trainer.
From there, you can also hold them accountable to certain things. Not that you look through for probably. You say, look, I want this by this or whatever. And if someone, as long as you two have to account, as long as you do what you're meant to do, they do what they're meant to do, all goals should be met, or all realistic goals should be met. True. And that's like, so when you do, you two say, look, I want to do like a guy sent me a message last year. It never happened because sadly he lost his job. He wanted to do some kind of what's it again? Some event, like one of these like long cycle rides, but there was something else involved.
Yeah.
Something I've never heard before.
That one of these charity kind of things.
It was something like that.
Getting together to.
He
Yeah.
wanted to do it because of his daughter. His daughter, nothing wrong with his daughter, but just because his daughter wanted to do it.
Okay.
And he said to me he has to lose 10 kilograms before he can do some. There was one activity they told him is too heavy.
Yeah.
And I trained this guy 15 years ago. So you tell me that he's totally changed. You know, his people are like, oh, really?
Yeah.
I mean, you were big back then, so what's happening now?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so I was like, okay.
Yeah.
So, you know, that's when he let me know what he wants.
Yeah.
And I gave him some, okay, we're going to meet up and we're going to discuss it properly.
Properly.
I need to know exactly what it is because I don't tell him, okay, in 2 years' time, or a year's time, you'll be ready. And then the guy hasn't lost any 10 kilograms, he's lost 5 or he's lost 3. So it's still too heavy.
Yeah, and that's within a space of 2 years.
It was a year he had at the time.
Okay,
But this is when lockdown was just like, I think it was end of 2020. He contacted me, or beginning of 2021. Yes, like near December 2020 or January 2021, around that period.
Yeah.
So and then sadly he's now lost his job and then moves locations.
Oh, wow.
So then we couldn't because he went further away.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's right. So he knew what he wanted. I'll let him know. We're going to sit down again one more time just to make sure. And then we do, because many times you go and say, someone say to you, can you get into a bodybuilding competition? You say yes as a trainer, just to get the money, but yet you can't get them there.
Yeah, exactly that good point that you're making. Like, that's why I think it's so important for, like you just said, for a person who's looking for a personal trainer to go do the right research, because you might just end up, like you said, like even I said at the beginning, you might just end up booking, again, not to be rude or whatever, the wrong person who might not get you to reach your target.
Exactly. And that's the thing. So that's what I'll say there. It's just one of those things. But everyone learns eventually. When you get if you get your first trainer, it's an experience for you as well.
Yeah.
And the trainer too is an experience. After a while, everyone, as you get older and get better, more experience.
Yeah. You know exactly what kind of trainer you are. And vice versa, the people that are getting trained, you know exactly what kind of trainer you're looking for.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
And some people they want hard training. Some people want just relaxing training. Some people want just moderate. Each person does it for their own reasons.
Yeah.
Some just to maintain, some to really progress, and some just because it's fashion.
Yeah.
It depends.
It's true.
And that's how it can be.
Yeah, it's true. And in general, how long have you been a personal trainer for? How many years?
So I've been teaching since 2002.
That's a very, very, very long time.
2002 and everything. And so that's 20 years actually.
Yeah,
exactly.
That's a very, very long time.
So that's why I'm now more relaxed.
Yeah. Now you're proper chilled, man. You're always proper chilled, man. Yeah, you're proper calm, man.
Yeah, because when I was younger, I might be more forceful with people. But after a while, I realized, you know what, you got all your life to get fit.
Yeah.
Unless you have a goal that you have to reach your goals. Other than that, just train regularly, everything moderation.
Yeah.
You should be fine. Because people generally have how can you put it? They have a 2 to 5 year lifespan in fitness.
Yeah.
This is most people. If you look at any of your friends from when you're 5 years old to now, and when you get older, you start to see that people only have 2 to 5 years. And then not that they quit, but then they fall off the wagon.
They fall off and start going.
Yeah, many people. So, and they come back and go. It's not that they're unfit or anything, but they stop. They go for it and they now get better, and they're now impressed with themselves. They keep on improving.
Yes.
But then they either burn out. Something happens, whether with just in life. Between that 2 to 5 years, they will sort of slow down and stop anyway. That's what generally happens in fitness in general. That's why I tell people just take it easy, relax, because just once you're moderate, you tend to last longer. 10 years, 15 years, just continuously. That's what I've seen in my own experience. It might be different. Another person might say that's rubbish because in their experience, everyone is fine. But all those around me, it generally happens. Maybe it's me that's causing it. Who causes it? I tell them it's 2 to 5 years.
Yeah.
And when it's 2 years.
I want to hit that 2 years. It's like, oh, man.
That Michael said it's about time.
Yeah, man.
Start relaxing.
Even for me, Michael, I'm never going to lie. Like, for me, even sometimes, I just look at it. I try to simplify, like, life is already hard. So in a lot of things, I try to simplify them. So even going back to what I said, I think each individual that, that embarks on whatever journey, fitness journey, whatever, I feel like it's up to each person to be like, what am I doing it for? Like we all know certain people got their own agendas. Certain people got their own reasons why they do certain things. And then it's clear, like we all see, you got certain people who actually like set the target even when they're really big and actually go through this amazing transformation and actually hit the target.
Yep.
And you get certain people who, like you just said, like for whatever reason, they get to a point where it's like they just, rather than keep on continuing to progress, they just start going down. So it's like, I think, yeah, as human beings, each of us, I always say to people, like, what is our reasons? Which anything that we do, you know, I'm sure you've heard of that like a million times, and it's like, yeah, it goes to that.
That's it. That's it. What's your reason? It's like I said, it's,
Yeah.
That's why I always tell people, simplicity is the best form. So I stopped reading many books when I was younger.
Yeah.
When I was 18, I used to read books all the time. And
Yeah.
one day I just stopped.
Yeah.
This is crap, you know.
Yeah.
I thought it's crap, but I think I just read a lot. I said, you know what?
Yeah.
Life is very simple. So what I remember, I could be off balance so long ago.
Yeah.
But basically, you tend to find the most brilliant people, successful, brilliant, smart, whatever. They can communicate with anyone very simply. It doesn't matter who you are. They will tell you something and you'll understand it. And if you know you don't understand it, it's the way they will communicate most of the time. And those that overdo things, like for example, like I'll say, let's train the front of it. We're going to train your legs. Someone will talk about the quad area and the four muscles and the inside one. We're telling someone who doesn't know. And they'll say, we're going to train this one, and they'll talk about where it activates.
And it'll blow your mind.
First. Yeah. So at the end of the day, someone simple might just say, look, let's just do some squats. This is how you do the squats. Explain it. That means we're working your lower body mainly, you know. They might not say it's the bum area, the glutes, or they'll just tell you what your lower, and you just reach your target because you don't necessarily need to know the name of the muscle or what muscle.
All of that is it's each individual person as well. Like again, going back to each person, like for example, like I might be a personal trainer, but one thing that I would have in mind is not everybody takes in information the same as well.
That's correct.
You got what I say? Yeah.
Perfect. That's perfect. Exactly that.
Yeah.
Because one person will be like this, the other person. That's why you have to simplify it. And then you do meet some people that are a bit technical. So, for example, if you come to my throwing classes, there's a guy. He knows all the names in Chinese. He knows that each move.
Yeah.
He knows all of them.
Big him up, man. Big him up. It sounds like a lot.
Then you come to my class, I'm like, look, just grab and throw the guy. Just grab here. So like this.
Yeah.
Ask me what's in Chinese. I say, I'm sorry, man.
It's fighting.
I know the names, but I have to look at them. Sometimes I've got to look at the thing.
It's true. I completely hear you.
Yeah. And I tell them, look, just throw. So you have two different kinds of teachers. One that's very technical. He's still good. And you have me who's very much, man, that's a hip throw. We do it. The other guy will know the name of the hip throw in Chinese and whatever. I probably pronounce it correctly. If I pronounce it, it would sound like a different language.
Yeah.
So, you know, so I just do the move. I say, hey, grab here, tell me what you throw. And so different ways of teaching, different ways of understanding.
Absolutely.
And they all reach the same goal.
Yeah, they all reach the same goal as long as, like we just said, man, as long as you've got in mind that, man, people taking, also another way of saying it, people taking information differently. You get what I'm saying? You might tell me something and I might get, and it's happened to me before, like we've been in staff meetings or whatever, and like, I'm looking around, explaining certain things in a proper detailed way, but mentally I'm getting overwhelmed. I'm thinking, well, what does this mean? Like, and I'm getting overwhelmed, and I'm looking around, and people are like, some people are like, yeah, okay, and they're proper taking it in, and I'm thinking, what is it that I'm getting wrong? So it's like, we just, consume and taking things differently,
This is it.
And then it's